Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Hennick right here on 97.3 ESPN and 97.3 ESPN mobile app. Good morning, fellas.
Woo! It is a great morning.
Now, Josh,
Great
on
morning.
any other day, this would probably be really a lot of work, like working quotations, air quotations. But Josh gets up. He's got to fill in today because Ryan got called out, right? Mm-hmm. He's got to come in on it. He's working 7 days a week, but what a time to work, Josh. The Phillies won. If that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will.
I just want to know
the fact that I pay you.
I just want to know who had JT Realmuto to win World Series MVP before the game last night, because they're probably clutching that ticket real hard right now.
I'll tell you what a great morning. Down 5-0, after 2, 3, and you're thinking,
you're thinking they're playing at home,
right?
Yeah, did it hit us? Was this week off going to hurt us?
Cinderella getting ready to lose her slipper.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
what wasn't good?
No, it's like, hey, Carlin, if this was a regular season game, you'd probably be, the clicker would be in your hand, right? Or no, you'd be doing what you normally do. Billy, the game's over. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
10 o'clock, I would have been in bed.
10 o'clock.
Because I'm getting ready for today.
I texted you last night. No text message like I'm going to bed.
You killed me if you want to really talk. So, Josh, by 11 o'clock, I'm like, oh, God, what am I going to do here? Do I just look at notes tomorrow morning and go to bed and be ready for the show? All of a sudden, 11:15, he texted me, I hope you're still up. And if you're not,
you better be up.
Because you're fired.
Yeah,
because you'll
Carlin,
be fired.
You're not up sitting on the edge of your seat. You're fired.
But then the best was that it really killed me. Like that wasn't no big deal to me. But then he goes, they're going to win this game. And I'm like,
I said it, didn't I?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, my God, now I got to watch the end.
For him
to have that.
The kiss of death.
Yeah. I was like, I got to watch the end of this game now. You did kill me last night.
Hey, we're all filling up. By the way, we're streaming live on the YouTube channel, the locker room. Billy Schwein. I got all my props. Like I've got the "Let's Go Phillies" and "Ring the Bell," the little poster board. We got our. I'm all in my Philly gear. You're wearing red. You get the Phillies hat on. At least Josh is wearing. He's wearing Eagles gear today.
Yeah, he's ready for tomorrow.
Got his Phillies hat.
I got my Phillies hat. One of them. One of my. Phillies.
Yo, how did the Phillies are just galvanizing this whole area. I mean, all you see, people at the grocery store, everywhere you go.
Everybody's a Philly fan right now. Everybody's a Philly fan right. They're wearing. My wife would never wear Philly stuff.
Right.
She's walking around with Philly shirts and hats.
And I don't mind the casual fan. Everybody's on a bandwagon.
Yeah, everybody.
Why not? It's like this is why sports is so important. It's like with all the negativity and all the bad things going on,
everybody up.
This whole area, like we need this right now more than anything psychologically.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It picks everybody up. Everybody's in a good mood. There's house parties going on. Right? You're meeting people. The bars and restaurants are loving all this. But it brings people together.
Now, I wrote 973ESPN.com every Friday. I preview the show, and I wrote the Cinderella story. This is a Cinderella story if there ever was one. Because Carlin, while you were Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collected in May, say, pace yourself, this team's going to be fine. And they're firing their manager. Everybody's jumping off the bandwagon. Not you, Carlin. You were steady as she goes, like a captain of an old ship.
This team I knew this team was too good. Not that I think they were going to the World Series. No, I did not. But I think that they could compete and make the playoffs. And I always said, once you make the playoffs, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. And by the way, did not Dave Dombrowski, did not he build this team for last night's game?
Yeah.
Where no deficit is too big.
Right.
Because I know that everybody was like, no. But like a regular season game, you're definitely turning the channel. The Sixers were on last night. I stayed on the ball game. I think I might have changed the channel once.
Yeah.
But only for like 30 seconds. And then, lo and behold, I was literally sitting on the edge of my seat, and I said to my brother in a text message to my family, because we're on like a chain group text, I said, it's still early. It's only the third inning. I mean, this team is built for those type of comebacks. They've got a potent offense.
The only thing that was bothering me, I kept saying we have to get their starter, kind of thing. But then I was thinking how good their bullpen was. And I was like, you're just going from one good pitcher to another. And then when it got to be 5-0, and I'm thinking they still had their bullpen, I said, oh, this could be one of those games that they just won it worse than us. But then you realize what kind of team we are, little by little,
chipping away.
Well, here, if I can just jump in real quick, something you said was interesting, Carlin, because you mentioned about how good their team is. But watching the game last night, you realize that at least for last night, the whole team didn't show up for the Astros. And I think that was the biggest difference. For the Phillies, it felt like every guy in the lineup.
What do you mean, like the whole, like 1 through 9? You say it?
Yeah, the 1 through 9 for the Astros.
5-0 lead, Josh.
No, but think about it. How did they get to that lead? Kyle Tucker hitting those bombs, right?
One guy.
Alvarez went 0 for. Altuve went 1 for 5. Pena, the ALCS MVP, went 1 for 5. Mancini had the pinch hit for him because he was 0 for 4. It was like their lineup as a whole did not show up last night. Look at the Phillies lineup. Almost everyone who started last night got a hit, aside from Stott and Segura. Well, Stott got walked, so I mean we can't really hold that against him. But like everybody in the Phillies lineup had a contributing moment last night. And the Astros, it felt like it was just Kyle Tucker and those bombs. Him and Gurriel.
By the way, their fan base is nothing. Wait, when do the Astro players come this way?
They're quiet.
Right? I mean, they're nothing like our fans.
Well,
matter of fact, when we scored, did you hear all the applause? I mean, there was a big contingent of Philly fans down there.
But here's the problem. The Houston fan will turn to you, the Philly fan, listening to the sound of my voice here on the locker room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN, and they'll say, yeah, but we were 6th in attendance. You were 16th.
Right. Well,
Houston fans have been selling out that building almost the entire year.
They've been in the World Series 4 of the last 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Houston fan will tell Philly fan, you're bandwagoners. You're jumping on, and that's the reason why Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that place better not just be full, which it will be. It better be off the charts loud.
One thing I noticed from last night's game, did you see how stoic Robbie Thompson was?
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up.
5-0. Right. He when the TV camera focused on his face,
very calm and cool.
I love that.
Calm and cool.
That was great stuff. I mean, he exuded like confidence. Like okay, it's game 1. We're down 5. We've got big bets. He knew something was coming.
Yeah.
You call it confidence. I call it just ice water. I mean, that guy
through them there veins.
That guy literally. I was wondering if he had a pulse a couple times. Like every time they pan over to him, he got this blank look on his face, like nothing's phasing him. Like he's just at a kid's little league game, and his kid's not even playing.
And remember, he's not talking about it. But remember, he was with the Yankees when the Yankees.
Yeah, that's right. When they had their run.
When they had their run and Houston cheated. That's in his head. He's just not talking about it. But how about some of the moves that he was making?
I know. Hey, you know what was really cool? The fact that Hector Neris comes in. I was like, why can't he just do what he did when he was with us and stink?
Yeah.
I mean, he had moments of greatness, but the whole body of his work, he let us down. Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
But getting back real quick, what Josh made about the attendance for Houston. What else does Houston have down there? Their football team's terrible. The
Rockets are trash.
Rockets are terrible. They don't have hockey.
Texans are trash.
Right.
So that's all they have. I mean, they should be one of the top teams in attendance and all that.
We even have the Union.
Yeah. I mean, it's no comparison.
Don't be that guy, Billy.
All right, listen. We got a great show lined up as we do each and every Saturday. Of course, at 10:30, we'll be talking with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Now, last night, he's sending us videos. He's trying. Did you see what I say? When he's trying to make me cry?
Right.
Because he knows I'm a sucker. He knows I'm like a crybaby. Right?
Yeah.
I said, what are you trying to make me cry? I was in tears.
Yeah. No, I was close to it, too.
Which isn't hard. All right. And then the bottom of the second hour, we'll go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Tommy will recap game 1, preview game 2. I'd like to get his take each and every Sunday or Saturday on obviously extended play, the Cinderella story, the Philadelphia
5
Phillies.
different pitchers. I mean, this is right up his alley.
So we got a lot going on. Of course, when we come back, we're going to be talking with Tara Scioli. She has a charity that she's working on, and we'll talk with Tara and get this promoted for the holiday season. She does happy boxes for children that are experiencing some tough times in life, cancer and underprivileged children. So we'll talk with Tara Scioli, and her husband Jimmy's in here. And but we got a great show lined up, as we always do. It's Phillies baseball World Series. You can't get any better than that. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, just I want to remind people that the locker room at Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. During the Eagles season on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com, or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Blitz's is home of the dill pickle hoagie. It's really a big deal. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, Big Ten powerhouses collide as the second-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes take on the 13th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. As C.J. Stroud and the Buckeyes face a tough road test against Sean Clifford and the Nittany Lions. It's number 2 Ohio State and number 13 Penn State. If it's NCAA football, it's right here.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at noon.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Health reporter Robin Stoloff here to tell you about Dr. Fabio Orozco and his team at Orozco Orthopedics. I've known Dr. Orozco for more than 12 years. He has helped thousands of patients get back to their lives through state-of-the-art robotic hip and knee replacement procedures. And I've interviewed many of them who cannot say enough about him. He's even helped me relieve pain and improve mobility in my knees. Learn more at orozcoortho.com. Offices in Linwood, Manahawkin, and Hamilton. Orozco Orthopedics. Live limitless.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. It looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
This fall, Viking Pest is here to rid your business of rodents. Smart is Viking's rodent control system using innovative camera-free technology that monitors rodent movement. Protect your business this fall. Visit VikingPest.com to learn more. That's VikingPest.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. It's The Locker Room. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennick, 97.3 ESPN. And, of course, now I'm going to welcome into the show a great friend of mine. She's done amazing work, charity. I've been always wanting to know, Carlin, you ever see those what's the Shriners? Shriners.
Oh, the commercials?
You know, ever since I have a 7-year-old daughter, and it melts my heart with those stories. So when Tara called me to tell me what she was doing, I'm like, we have to get on. We have to get her on. I always want the locker room to be a part of a charity, and I think we found one. Let's welcome into the locker room a good friend of mine, Tara Cioli. How you doing, Tara?
Hi, Billy. Thanks for having me on. Doing great.
Tara, when you told me about your Happy Box, I said, it was pretty cool, and then you sent me all this information surrounding what you're doing. I said, you know what, this would be perfect to get you in here and try to get get it out to the people what you're doing, because it's a great cause. So if you will, explain to everybody what you're doing.
So during the pandemic, I wanted to keep busy, be productive, and we had some cigar boxes sitting around. So I turned those into purses and keepsake boxes just to keep busy. And from there, my little grandson, Caden, was over. I made him one, and my other grandchildren, Luke and Lena. And Caden wanted to know how I make them. So I showed him, and we got to talking, saying we should give every child a Happy Box. They all need one. And from there, it took off, Billy. We said every sick child would benefit from this. And so at that point, Jimmy and myself got making them. And to this day, we have about close to 500 made that we've donated.
That's incredible. And what a worthy cause. I mean, the picture you sent to me with the child that, like I said, cancer, that was opening the box, the look on her face, the expression, that's what it's all about, Tara, giving back. So, Tara, to help promote this and what you're doing, we're trying to get some corporate sponsorship, and people can also donate to this worthy cause that you're making Happy Boxes for less fortunate children that have cancer and other type of diseases, to just brighten their lives.
Yes. So many great organizations have stepped up, and friends and family, the PBA of Ocean City, the fire department of Ocean City, Smokers Haven, every month gives me tons of boxes that I can keep doing this throughout the year. And the newest person to jump on board is the Wallish family, Joe Wallish of Pliables. He is having Pliables. He's having a big event for us on November 10th. I'm really excited. We're working hard together on that, getting people to donate baskets, gift cards, toys, any kind of donation that I can go to, say the dollar store, Five Below, etc.
So they give you things to fill these boxes.
That's it.
So they're old cigar boxes that you've turned into these. It's got a nice picture, and also you're writing books too. You got children's books.
Yes,
because that's part of it too, right?
Well, I'd like to get it on board. Yes, I wrote 2 children's books.
Well, this picture, I'm holding up a box. If you can see, we're streaming live on my YouTube channel. The Locker with Billy Schwein. Is this a picture that's on all the boxes?
So that's one. Every box is different.
Every box is different. Okay.
And every box on the inside has a poem, a warrior poem. It has a lucky stone or shell for every child. And I also put lavender oil in there just to promote calmness. It also cuts on the cigar odor. So it's a win-win.
Tara, tell people how they can get a hold of you or get in touch with you if they want to make a donation or be a part of this great charity.
So you can reach me. I have a Facebook page, which is Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses, or you can email me at tarashappyboxes@gmail.com, or you can also inbox me on Facebook Messenger.
Now, Tara and I, we go way back. I know your whole family, and Tara was. I'm going to tell the story right now because it's hysterical. Tara was a police officer in Ocean City, and my brother Bobby and I were having our 40th birthday party, and we lived at 31st Street, 31st and Central, right up from Surface Supply. There was an alleyway that was down there, so we had this huge party for my father had just passed, and we decided to continue with the 40th party. We had a lot of people there. So at the end of the night, the party's breaking up, and the remaining people that are left, and it's like around 12 midnight, the remaining people were sitting around a picnic table in my backyard, and we're drinking and trying to keep the noise down. All of a sudden, we see this cop car turn its lights off and come rolling down real slow and methodical. Right? So everybody's putting their cans behind their back and everything, hiding what they're doing, And all of a sudden, here's the cop car at the end of our driveway. Will the owner of the house please come to the police car? We're freaking out. We're gonna get busted or something. We're in trouble. And Bobby and I get up. We start walking to the cop car. She goes, "Happy birthday!" It was Tara in the cop car.
Love that.
Your tax
Talk
dollars
about
are
tightened up. I was like, we were. And then that just everybody just lightened up and just laughed the rest of the night. Something I'll never forget. Tara, great cause, and you've been doing pretty well with this. I mean, it's just amazing. It's just listen. Like I said, my heart melts when I see the Shriners commercials for the children, and what you're doing, I think, is fabulous and magnificent.
Thanks, my friend.
Bill, you know what's really neat? I'm sitting next to Tara, and she's got. I take it that they're all custom made.
Yes.
I mean, look at this one with the Phillies.
Oh, you got the Phillies one.
Yeah. I mean, look at.
So you do all pictures on these things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's really nice.
That's
Yes.
nice
So I'll hold it up. We're here on the YouTube channel, The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. You can check it out. I'm holding up a picture of holding up the box itself. And so where are some of the charities that you've helped, that you've donated
So
to?
far, we've done Kisses for Kyle, which is out of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
That's children sick with cancer. We've done the Atlantic Care Behavioral Health in EHT.
Okay.
We have done the Atlantic Care Clinic in Atlantic City. Just recently, CASA in Summers Point. More to go to them. And also, we're getting ready to do Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
All
every
great
couple months.
organizations,
So.
all of them.
Tara, give us all the information. How do people get in touch with
So
you?
again, if you want to go to my Facebook page, Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses, you can inbox me, or you can email me at tarashappyboxes@gmail.com.
And of course, before you leave, make sure you give me all that information, and I'll keep promoting it. And Tara and Jimmy Ciola's here in the locker room in the studio, and we really appreciate you coming in. And let's hope we get a lot of people involved in this great cause. And you guys do great work. I appreciate it.
Thank you so
Tara.
much, my
Thanks,
friend.
Jimmy.
Okay,
All right.
thanks.
Let's go Phillies.
Yeah,
Thanks,
let's go
guys.
Phillies.
Go
I know
Phillies.
when I pulled up to the studio, Jimmy had a big smile on his face. How can you not? I mean, is this great? Like everybody with all look Tara, what she's doing to help the children. It's all about giving back. But when the Phillies win, it's like it's magnified. You know what I mean?
Again, we were talking about it just makes everybody happy. To have someone like Tara, that I'm sure her life is as busy as everybody else's is busy, but
Yeah.
she has time to
Donating
do stuff
her
like it.
time.
That's what I mean. You need more people like that.
Yeah.
I wish I had. I try to do everything I can. And if we all just did a little bit, just imagine what this world would be like.
Right,
But that's the step in the right direction.
Well,
what
when I
Tara's
saw
doing.
the picture of the girl that you gave the box to, it just automatically won me because just put a smile on a kid's face that's going through that type, any type of adversity, things like that. It's tough. I mean, my sister's fighting cancer
and
right now.
It's not just the kid; it's the family.
Yeah, the family
the
too. Yeah,
parents
yeah.
that are involved. I mean, it picks everybody up. It's great.
So Tara's putting smile on kids' faces. The Phillies are putting smiles on our faces. It's just for you, Carlin. What was the biggest moment in the game last night? Obviously, the inning, the fourth inning when they answered right back. I think was the Castellanos got a big hit.
Yeah,
let's face it, he got a big hit.
What really made me think, is when Thompson pulled Noah.
Well, he wasn't pitching well.
He had just struck the guy.
I mean,
out.
I
thought he was getting stronger.
I did think so too, but his changeup didn't have any movement on it.
I really thought okay, now he's going to get us to the seventh or eighth inning.
Right,
that was my
right.
thing. And then when he came out, I'm like, oh God, we're going to our bullpen really early.
And of course, when Robertson came in, I'm like, get him out of there.
But he is making moves, And I mean, he's got an agenda. He knows what he wants to do before the game even starts, who's going to be pitching and what innings. And
honestly, I don't actually think Thompson actually does know.
You don't think so?
I think he's literally going on feel.
He goes by the seat of his pants, right? He makes the decision.
not by the seat of his pants. I think that description's a little too reckless. But we have Buster Olney on yesterday because he's part of the ESPN radio coverage, and he came on with us after he already spoke to Thompson and Baker, the two managers, and he explained that Rob Thompson is taking everything game by game.
Okay.
He's not thinking about game 2, game 3. He literally is, I have to win this game tonight. I'll worry about tomorrow. So I think he literally looked at the situation and said, one of their best hitters is a left-hander. 2 of their best hitters are left-handers. And he's going through the lineup and saying, I got to bring Suarez in. I got to get these outs. I think he was looking at the extra innings and he said, I've already gone through Dominguez. I'm going to bring in Robertson because I know at the end of the day, he's got experience and he can figure it out kind of thing. Now, yeah, it got scary. It got nervous. It got, I'm texting with people like losing my mind at the end of the game.
Well, now why would he bring in Suarez? I mean, I know you need him right
because he's a lefty.
Yeah, but isn't he going to be? He was projected.
No,
to be,
did you hear him? They were saying he can come back in 3 days and pitch
the
a
theory
complete
he got a rubber arm.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a rubber arm. The theory is that if Suarez can take a couple days off, so today, tomorrow,
and Monday,
then he goes Monday.
3-day rest.
The idea is that he can only go 3-4 innings.
Right.
So it's going to be a bullpen. The problem is, and this is where people like me, and probably Billy, you too, and that is there used to be a time and place where you knew the 4 starters ahead of time.
Right.
You go back in World Series memories, doesn't matter what World Series it is, you can name almost every team's 4 guys. Okay. I mean,
it's etched in stone, especially with all the time they had to prepare for this.
I mean, for goodness sake, a huge part of the 97 Marlins when they won was the lefty Tony Saunders. I remember that guy's name because he was the 4th starter in every stinking series.
It's like an encyclopedia. Like, who remembers that?
Yeah.
But the point is that you can go back in your mind and say, hey, I remember Ben Rivera was a starting pitcher for the 93 Phillies, right? But in today's world, it's Wheeler and it's Nola and it's I don't know.
To be announced.
Yeah.
You never know.
Drives me nuts.
All right. On the other side, we're going to talk with the sports book.
Now, I'm the old man saying get off my lawn.
Dave Sharapan from Vegas. Of course, he's trying to make me cry last night, sending me all these videos. We'll get to him on the other side. I want to remind people, the first hour of the locker was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk with the sportsbook Consigliere. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the 2022 season tomorrow at the Link, hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He lets it fly. It's intercepted by Slay. Second pick of the game.
Pre-game coverage starts at noon with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Train presents The Unstoppables. those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Reds. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or Red'sJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Batteries plus bulbs with stores in Northfield at 900 Tilton Road and on Route 73 in Mount Laurel is your destination for boat and marine batteries. Roy, Scott, and their team are extraordinarily service-minded, and they have creative solutions to fix your cell phones and tablets, batteries for your power tools, cars, motorcycles, golf carts, and other devices. Performance batteries. They have what you need to get ready for storm season, including generators and so much more. Shop local, shop batteries plus bulbs in Northfield and Mount Laurel.
We're looking for one spooky spokesperson to promote One Dime Down at Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City. You first. Okay. Nope. Next, please.
It's a dime. It's a dime. Every vehicle, one dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
Dramatic, but true. Next.
Here's my dime. All new Outlanders with third row seating, one dime down.
If you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit. Next.
Don't go into the light, the gas light. New Mitsubishis get 43 miles per gallon.
Yeah, and acres of vehicles in stock now at the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
This dealership is clean.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dime down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Now, this song is for our next guest because this is the song the Phillies are playing in the locker room. Dancing by ourselves.
Dancing on my own.
Dancing on my own, but I'm thinking about the Phillies are dancing. It's like, they have all these great teams have the us against the world mentality. That's what
Momentum.
That's the momentum.
Momentum on our side.
We put a dagger in their heart.
Doesn't matter what the season was like. We're the hottest team right now.
I can't wait to see what our guest is going to be wearing. So without any further ado, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Yay! He's got the powder blue. And why not?
Yeah.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. You got the name of the song wrong, Billy, because it wasn't in the paper. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I got my head right in the paper right here.
It's amazing.
Just imagine, we're on every week, too. Every
single week. And I mean, I've been wearing this on this show every single week. When I go to bed Friday night, I know I'm going to wake up Saturday morning out in Vegas and talk to you. a month ago came on and was wearing this. And the Phillies were just starting this little September thing. Nobody thought they could win. They started winning. We wore it again. We got to the playoffs. We wore it again. What did you think? I was minus 8,000 to be wearing the powder blue today. Okay. This is the easiest bet of the week every week, Billy. Pay attention.
Now, listen, what were you trying to do to me yesterday? Trying to make me cry?
Oh.
You sending me these videos with Harry Callis and all the
They were good.
like. I'm like, I couldn't even see the TV last night. He
Billy.
sent it to me like right in the beginning of the game.
I was so fired up. I'm telling you, I got a lot of guys from Philly that I went to college with at Penn State, and they send me this stuff nonstop because they know I'm on them to win the World Series, and I've been all in. I mean, just think about this. 2 summers ago, I was in Reading, PA, standing on the field, watching the Reading Fighting Phils, and took pictures with Bryson Stott because he's friends with the family, and he's starting at shortstop for the Philadelphia Phillies playing in the World Series. I mean, you never know where life's going to take you. But they're sending me these videos yesterday, and I'm getting like you. I'm getting choked up because in college, one of my best friends in life, his name is Scott, but we call him Norm because of Norm from Cheers, fraternity brother, lifelong. He looks
That's great.
So I known him as Norm forever. His answering machine, now this is how old we are, his answering machine in his dorm room was Harry Callis's call of Michael Jack Schmidt's 500th home run. I used to call him when I knew he was at class just to listen to the call. I saw that video yesterday with Harry's voice again, and I was done. I said, I'm tweeting this. I'm sending it to Billy and Carlin and Josh
it worked.
and Q. It was fantastic.
You got me. We're talking to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. Now, the book, what was the book? Like, if you were to take the Phillies, say, in like June to win the World Series, what was the number? Like, some people that have that is probably going to cash a big ticket.
Billy, I was going around in September because I believed. I kept saying with these two guys at the top, Wheeler and Nola, they can match up against anybody. So, I mean, in September, Billy, I got 100-1 on the Phillies. I got 75-1. I got 50-1. I kept buying the tickets because they weren't going away. So I got some really good spots on Philadelphia to win the World Series. I'm pretty excited about it. And, I don't know how high they got when Girardi got fired and they were at their lowest point. It might have been that. But, I mean, as it got to September, everybody was like, this team is going to be out in the first round. They're not going to advance. So the guys weren't moving the numbers. I know the guys moving the numbers. They were sleeping. So, hey, we got 3 more to go, though. We're not there yet. Last night, maybe.
They took
feel like, Billy, I feel like I aged a decade last night.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat. I was sitting in the house by myself.
Oh,
but I had you guys with me because we're texting back and forth.
Man.
Just I think that right there, that took the life right out of them.
There's certain games that when you lose that are hard to bounce back from.
Right.
For Houston,
that was a tough one.
That's a tough loss.
A lot of Philly
That's
fans
tough
aged
loss.
last night.
Oh.
They lost a few years off their lives watching that game. By the way, Dave, you mentioned movement. Before 8 p.m. last night, JT Realmuto was plus 1,800 for World Series MVP.
Ooh.
This morning, he's plus 350.
Wow. That's how fast it can change. That MVP market is so volatile because it's literally game by game. I mean, after the 3rd inning, Kyle Tucker could have been what? Even money?
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. Right. He was going to win it. And then they didn't win the game. So now, it was fun to move those things and try to take bets on them and let people kind of, pick and choose their positions. I think right now it's him or Bryce, right? Like it's got to be one of those two going into today. Now that could change. Somebody, Hoskins runs into 2 today, hits 2 bombs. His odds are going to drop and JT's is going to go up. So it's going to be just
I got to tell you though, I think
Oh,
that Bryce Harper, just the guy's batting like 415. I mean, he was 2 for 4 last night. The guy's he's been consistent the whole playoff season so far. I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
He's putting himself in great hitting counts. He's going the other way. He's hitting that ball over that shortstop's head and hitting into the left center field gap. And he's doing what he has to do to keep the line moving. I mean, the at bats, Castellanos, just how did he hit that ball yesterday? It was just there's magic happening. I say it all the time in the tweets. How can you not be romantic about baseball? When you see this run, guys, they're 15-10, I think, in their last 25 games. They're 3 games away from winning a World Series. You just never know. You just never know.
It's unbelievable. We're talking to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Follow him on Twitter at SportsBK Now, we do have football to talk about. There's a big slate of games this weekend. Of course, the big one for us and you is the Ohio State-Penn State game.
It's big, man, and that spread is big, and it's getting bigger. I just don't know, Billy. I contemplated, making a call to you and saying, get me a plane ticket. I was going to go to Penn State today. Philadelphia Eagles host the Steelers tomorrow, and World Series Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Dream trip for a guy from Vegas. I think it's going to be a bad dream today, Billy. I don't think I think Ohio State's going to house Penn State. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it looks good.
I think, Dave, I'm a huge Penn State fan.
Yeah,
I think it's a good team playing against an elite team. I mean, Ohio State's an elite team.
Right.
Penn State's just a good team. That's how I look at it.
Ohio State has to beat themselves today. I think even to cover, they got to turn the ball over 2 or 3
We got to
times.
get to the quarterback. I mean, we got to do turnovers. Everything's got to break our way.
And the game got to go under. I think if Penn State wins, the game goes under, right? They hold Ohio State to 21 points. They win 24-21.
only way.
That's the only way. They ain't winning a game that goes over. So kind of think it out that way. If you like Penn State, side with the under. If you like Ohio State, the game could fly over because Ohio State team total is 37.5. They could put up 38 easy.
Yeah.
Another game of note that's Georgia, Florida, and I've been to the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. I've been there twice.
That's great. Wow.
Let me tell you.
Do you remember either one, Billy?
No, I do not. I know I was there. I saw orange, red, and black. I'm telling you, that is a party of epic proportions. That the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. It's true.
Well, by the end of the game, there's only be one group of people celebrating. I
Right.
promised you that.
Right.
But I see, obviously that game is, for the Bulldogs, that's an important game. But the emotions will be running high on both sides of the ball there.
How does Florida stay in that game?
They don't.
They don't.
Right.
They don't.
This has the makings of just an old fashioned, take them to the woodshed. The spread's 23 and a half. The total's up to 56.5. I think Georgia writes their own score, boys. It depends how much they want to put on tape, but I think they're going to limit Florida to getting 14 points, maybe. Georgia,
I do appreciate Billy's symmetry because folks can hear both of those games here on 97.3 ESPN FM. The Ohio State Penn State game at noon, then Florida versus Georgia at 3:30, leading you into Phillies baseball tonight on 97.3 ESPN.
What a great weekend to be alive. This is unbelievable. If you don't have a heartbeat for what's going on right now, you just don't have a heartbeat.
You just don't like sports.
You just
You're
don't
not
like
breathing.
sports.
That's it. It's crazy.
Dave, I said at the beginning of the show, this is it's such an uplifting moment. Like with all this negativity and all this stuff going on, that you could focus. Yeah, we have the Philadelphia Phillies, a Cinderella story with no one ever suspected us to be in this situation. Here we are. You can't make it up. It's like reality TV is the best reality TV out there.
I'll tell you what, and I always say baseball, bro, and all my tweets and stuff, but I was in Arizona in 2001. That's where I lived after Curacao before I moved to Vegas. And the Diamondbacks run in that postseason culminated with a Game 7 win against the Yankees. And, Gonzalez got the base hit against Mariano Rivera. I was at the game. I went to the game by myself. And baseball helped me personally, but it helped a lot of people get past, 2001. And like, there's so much going on in the world and all this crazy stuff. And it's so much fun just to kind of fall back and share the baseball, the group text with you guys, us trading the text back and forth. And his team just keep believing and dancing all by himself. It's so good. It's so good.
Before we run out of real estate on this show, I do want to ask Dave about some actual games, not just the games that Billy remembered that were on because
perfect.
he's so ensconced into the Phillies and the Eagles.
Mike, where's he
Dave,
going with this, Mike?
I'm just going to rapid fire with you.
Let's go.
TCU -7.5 at WVU.
West Virginia, possible upset spot there. That's crazy to say, but TCU possible upset spot.
Northwestern at Iowa. Is that going under 39.5?
Under, Josh, under. That's going to be a miserable game. Don't watch it. Just check the score, and it's going under.
Kentucky +11.5 at Tennessee. Will Levis is playing today.
We're going to find out about both teams here, but I think you got to be careful. Like, this is Tennessee. He's pushing to win that Heisman. Hooker's pushing to win the Heisman. I think
he is.
All gas, no break. Tennessee covers.
I've had multiple people tell me on and off the record they think Levis and Hooker might be the two best quarterback prospects in the draft right now. So keep that in mind for that game.
Right.
NFL side.
Yes.
Eagles, Steelers, thoughts?
And it's nighttime in Pittsburgh behind me, and you guys know it's always in my heart. And I love Philadelphia. That's too many points, guys. Come on. That's off a bye, and it's not Andy Reid. It's Sirianni, and the Eagles always used to come off a bye and kick butt. It's too many points. Come on. I don't think the Steelers are going to win, but they're going to keep it within 10.
You think so?
I do. Well, you don't think so?
I don't know. I'll tell you what.
They're having a hard time scoring Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and the Eagles are just
keep it within
listen
10.
with what's going on in this city, this area, the enthusiasm behind the Phillies. I think it carries over into the Eagles because the fans are nuts, and I think it'll propel them.
The world is not ready for Philadelphia to be the city of champions. Do you understand what's going to happen? If the Phillies win the World Series and the Eagles even get to the Super Bowl, I'll see you guys in Arizona because I'll be there for the Super Bowl. You guys are going to have to talk to the station and come out. We'll all hang out. It'll be legendary. You think you don't remember the cocktail party? You ain't going to remember Super Bowl week, Billy, if we get to hang out.
Hey, Dave, you know what came out yesterday? You're going to love this. Next year's Penn State home schedule. Guess where we're all going? You ready for this?
Where?
They play Iowa at home, and we'll get Quest to get all
Quest to go up there.
We'll get all the tickets. Can you imagine us all going up there for the weekend?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Wouldn't that be
if
fun?
Jews can make
September
this, I wanna walk around
23rd.
with you. Can we put them in the Iowa stuff when we go up there?
Yeah.
We'll walk around in
The weather will be nice. September's great up there.
I'm worried about who's playing quarterback for Penn State next year. I mean, I think Clifford's out of years at this point.
Listen, he may have another way of get another year of eligibility. Year number 8 or 9, whatever it is. I don't know. There might be some loophole he'll find. Who knows?
All right, Dave. The Phillies going to win tonight because if they do, the series is over.
Yeah.
They win
Really,
tonight.
don't say that. Don't you know baseball? You don't put the cart before the horse.
No.
They made
They
them
win
a
tonight.
They
dog.
win tonight. Come on.
They
You gotta
made
enter
them
pick
I'm gonna save that
100
clip.
106 win team.
They made him a dog, Billy. Don't they watch the games? I mean, you got to be kidding me. Listen, if they win, I think the Phillies do win the series in 5 or 6. But they can lose tonight and still win the series. If Houston loses tonight, I don't think they can win the series, boys. That's how important the game is. The game's going under tonight, Billy. Wrap it up.
There you go.
Let's go,
There you
Phillies.
go.
Good pick.
Let's go, Phillies. I got the ring the bell poster. I got it all
Ring
right
the
here.
bell.
Grease the poles.
there he
Grease the
is.
poles.
Dave Sharapan, the sportsbook consigliere, every Saturday here in the locker room. Dave, we love you. And let's go, Phils.
Let's go, Phillies. See you, boys.
All right, there he is, the sportsbook consigliere in the Maserati, the mainline sports hotline as he is each and every Saturday. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchase. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. It's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll continue the more here in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Red October continues on 97.3 ESPN. Listen to the Phillies and Houston Astros in the World Series on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Wheeler another strikeout.
It's Phillies Astros. Game 2 tonight. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. I'm here to tell you about the insurance doctor. If you have an insurance claim, don't call the insurance company first. Call the insurance doctor. You wouldn't go to court without your lawyer or an IRS audit without your accountant. Then don't call a claim without the doctor. Tell them, Baldy.
Brian Baldinger here. When you want to maximize your insurance settlement, call the insurance doctor at 856-874-8377 or check out their website, insurancedoctorllc.com. They work for me. They'll work for you. Tell them Baldy sent you.
Listen up, South Jersey football fans. Are you interested in solar? Want a free roof? EMT Solar and Roofing has you covered. Visit ESPNsolar.com to see if your home qualifies for a free roof with solar installation. Don't wait, act now. Start saving thousands and virtually extinguish your electric bill. ESPNsolar.com is the place to go for your roofing or solar needs. No commitments, no hidden fees. Go to ESPNsolar.com to see if you qualify.
We're looking for one spooky spokesperson to promote One Dime Down at Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City. You first. Okay. Nope. Next, please.
It's a dime. It's a dime. Every vehicle, one dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
Dramatic, but true. Next.
Here's my dime. All new Outlanders with third row seating, one dime down.
If you bring home $350 a week, you got up to $25,000 in credit. Next.
Don't go into the light, the gas slide. New Mitsubishis get 43 miles per gallon.
Yeah, and acres of vehicles in stock now at the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
Day service, all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
This dealership is clean.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dime down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
Beef from Chicken Pete's, your only destination for great sports, food, and of course, world famous crab fries. Dine in for limited time fall specials like bomb pork belly tacos and our apple cider old fashioned. Chickies and Pete's is a proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Chickies and Pete's.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, broadcasting live the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Hey, Carlin, Randazzo's.
I was there yesterday.
What's going
breaking
on with
news.
Joe Pop,
I was with Joe Pop. Breaking news. Randazzo's dining room, brand new, completely redone. If you've been in there in the past, you won't believe what it looks like. They've moved over. Dining
put all the
room's
rumors
open.
to bed that he's selling.
Not going
or
nowhere.
Nah,
No,
he's not
going there. And trust me, when you walk inside, it is spanking brand new and it is beautiful.
looks great.
It's set up.
And Joe Pop, I brought my mom in there last week to eat. Joe she said she was full. She didn't want anything. And then Joe, he's Italian. He goes, no, get her a bowl of spaghetti. He plopped down a big bowl of spaghetti. And my mom said she was full. She ate the whole thing.
Yeah. And soup's back, Bill. You're going to like that.
My
Soup
lobster
is back.
bisque.
Lobster bisque is back.
Listen,
it's great.
I'm not saying this lightly. That is the best lobster bisque anywhere.
And especially for a pizza shop.
I've had to hear Billy say that for 10 years.
Yeah. It's the best, and I'm not kidding.
Billy's not just saying that recently.
Josh, I get it all the time.
You get that soup once, you'll get it every time you go there. Every time.
Phillies, baby.
Let's go.
I mean, everything's right in the world with us, right?
Every day. Phillies today.
Are we talking
Eagles
any
tomorrow.
Eagles
Phillies
today?
Monday.
We
Phillies
got a
Tuesday.
we got a
Phillies Wednesday. Eagles Thursday. Every day we got something.
The Eagles are undefeated. Come on.
We got a football team around here?
Tomorrow.
Undefeated.
Yesterday's tomorrow.
And Howie Roseman's trying to steal the headlines this week.
How about that? All right. Hour 1 is in the books. Want to thank the Sportsbook Consigliere. Hour 2 ahead. We have On the Mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. We'll get Tommy's take, all that and more. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
Today on ESPN Radio. One of college football's fiercest rivalries begins another chapter when top-ranked Georgia faces the Florida Gators in Jacksonville.
You can throw records out the window, more so than probably any other game on our schedule.
Number 1 Georgia versus Florida. Listen every Saturday for the nation's top college football action on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 3:30.
Listen up, South Jersey football fans. Are you interested in solar? Want a free roof? EMT Solar and Roofing has you covered. Visit ESPNsolar.com to see if your home qualifies for a free roof with solar installation. Don't wait, act now. Start saving thousands and virtually extinguish your electric bill. ESPNsolar.com is the place to go for your roofing or solar needs. No commitments, no hidden fees. Go to ESPNsolar.com to see if you qualify.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. Changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Mobil 1 can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP extended life oil filter for only $37.99. Get everything you need for better fuel efficiency at any of our 6,200 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Are you receiving SNAP, GA, or TANF and want a job or new career? Put our experience to work for you. Our job training and employment opportunities can help you achieve greater independence. Earn while you learn. Match your skills to available jobs. Enjoy higher pay and a better quality of life. Learn about the resources available from the Atlanta County Workforce Development Board. 2 South Main Street in Pleasantville. Call 609-485-0052 or visit LearnTrainWorkAC.com. We're committed to helping Atlanta County residents learn, train, and work.
Ooh, Halloween, the season for goblins, witches, and scary good fun. But Walgreens knows it's also the doorbell never stops season, and we can't run out of candy season. So let Walgreens fill your Halloween bowl fast with pickup in as little as 30 minutes and delivery in as little as 1 hour. Because if it's needed in a poof season, it's Walgreens season.
This week, buy one, get one free snack and fun-sized candy bags. Of equal or lesser price. Offer valid through 10/29 while supplies last. Restrictions apply. See Walgreens.com for details.
We're looking for one spooky spokesperson to promote One Dime Down at Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City. You first. Okay. Nope. Next, please.
It's a dime. It's a dime. Every vehicle, 1 dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
Dramatic, but true. Next.
Here's my dime. All new Outlanders with 3rd row seating, 1 dime down.
If you bring home $350 a week, you got up to $25,000 in credit. Next.
Don't go into the light, the gas light. New Mitsubishis get 43 miles per gallon.
Yeah, and Aikens vehicles in stock now at the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
Day service, all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
This dealership is clean.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dime down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
Sports is what we do.
Segura from a knee throws him out.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a town square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back here in the locker room, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. It's the locker room, Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennick, 97.3 ESPN. You know what? Like last night we were talking to you guys, we were just talking during the break that, like, did anybody know the Sixers were playing last night? Did anybody care?
No.
And like Josh said, this team, I don't know, maybe you said it, but they're 2-4. Like, they're lucky that the Phillies and the Eagles are playing so well because it's an afterthought.
Don't forget about those Eagles, man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that.
We got an Eagles pregame show tomorrow at yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora.
Listen.
It's like going home. It's like going home.
But you guys have been there for Phillies games, too. I heard yesterday's is just going off.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm there every Thursday
Right?
night. But I mean,
Yeah, he's there for Thursday
by the
night
way, shout out
football.
to Jeff in Ocean City who bought me a beer on Thursday night. How about that?
There you go.
How about that?
That's nice.
Chuck Thompson does a great job. And the bar, the restaurant is
It's
packed.
alive.
It's alive
right now.
And it's electric, and it's just a fun place to be. It's like it's almost like you're at the stadium at yesterday's when we're there for the 1 o'clock games, right?
In the very beginning, I remember when we had a meeting with Chuck about thinking about what our thrills were of moving forward and his dreams were. And we all said the same way. He goes, Mike, we want to build something here.
And it's built. You can feel it.
It's building, and you can feel it.
You're building it, and they're coming.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
mean, there's days I drive by
come.
that I know I want to come. They're parking on the street. The parking lot's completely packed. I mean, it's turning into be a sports bar where if you can't be at a game live, you want to be there watching that game.
Exactly.
It's like you said, Eagles score a touchdown. It's like being in a stadium. You're turning around. You're high-fiving people.
It's great.
Yeah.
You know what's
great.
so much fun, too? Like, when the Eagles scored, the whole bar sings.
Oh, singing.
Like, everybody's like, Chuck's going up. He's got his arms in the
yeah.
air. And like,
He's
everybody's
pumping music
into it.
in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Look, winning obviously is the X factor. You got to win. But the atmosphere at yesterday's, you got to come down and see us. And of
Great
course,
bartenders. I mean, it's fun. They're making the food is
Eddie
awesome.
B.
I mean, there was always a little talk about the food in the very beginning. They've changed that completely
Just like
around.
the chicken wings
Yeah,
are
I mean,
unbelievable.
if
I
you
get 'em
went
every
there
time.
when they first opened and you haven't gone back, you got to come back because it's totally different.
So yesterday's going to be a fun place tonight to watch the Phillies game. And, of course, tomorrow we'll be broadcasting live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Of course, get you ready for Eagles football at 1 o'clock as the Steelers come to town. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, a proud organization. I'm going to say, give me it right now. Give me when I say Pittsburgh Steelers, what's the first thing you think of? First name.
Like player name?
Yeah, name a player.
A player? Franco.
Jack Lambert?
Yeah, Franco. For me.
Yeah, Jack Ham, Bradshaw.
Yeah.
That team.
Franco
Lynn
for me.
Swan.
Lynn Swan. Remember that catch Lynn Swan made in the
He was
Super
diving.
Bowl?
He's like diving and jumped over somebody.
Vivid. It's
Yeah.
etched in my mind. It'll stay there
And
forever.
if you want to go more recent, Heinz Ward, Troy Polamalu.
How about that catch that remember
The bus. Remember the bus?
The bus.
Jerome Bettis.
Yeah, the bus.
And we've had Isaac Redmond on this show
Multiple
from
times.
Paulsboro. He played for Pittsburgh. Listen, but I think the best catch was within the Super Bowl.
Santonio Holmes.
Yeah, that was the best.
The tiptoe in the end
That
zone.
was amazing. I'll never forget that catch.
I was so mad because I wanted the Cardinals to win that Super Bowl so much. So when he caught that ball, I was like in complete denial for a while. I was like, that's not a catch. He's out of bounds. Like, I was so I was legit angry because I wanted Kurt Warner and Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden. I wanted those guys to win so bad because I know the quality of people they are. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's the problem for someone like me. You know, if you just give me like a second here. You know, Billy and Mike know that, you know, when we go out and meet people, I'm a much different personality than Billy is. Okay. And people always ask me, they're like, you know, because, you know, they don't hear the level of diehard passion from me that Billy will give you.
Correct.
You know, Billy bleeds all four. Like if you cut Billy's arm open, there's red, there's green, there's orange, there's blue coming out. Right. You know, and I don't have the same like over the top as Billy. So I always tell people, I'm like, well, the thing is that I love sports in general. And even though, you know, by birthright, I'm a Philly sports fan because I'm from Philly originally, I get to a point where I root for the good guys sometimes. Like I get to a point where, you know, if the Eagles are not in the Super Bowl, which they've only been a couple times anyway, you know, just emotionally, you choose a side. We've all done that, right?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, for me, I tend to root for the guys that I like. You know, when Giannis got to the NBA Finals a couple of years ago versus the Suns, I wanted him to win so bad because I knew about his journey, about the kind of person he is.
Josh.
So, like, you know, for me, I'm still sore about Santonio Holmes catching that ball in the corner of the end zone.
All right, how about this, though? You would not believe this. The Eagles all-time are 47-29-3 against the Steelers. I thought that would be the other way around because, you know, the Steelers have been great throughout the 70s and 80s, right? I mean, just you would think, but that's a pretty big disparity, 47-29-3.
I think part of that is because, and I'd have to go through the full thing, but I know that it's only been the last like 25 years, I think, or 25, 30 years. There's been a lot of crossover between the AFC and NFC. There wasn't as much crossover between the conferences. Because remember, they used to be, you know, for those who are too young to remember, they were completely separate leagues.
Right.
You know, that eventually
Well, you're talking the AFL and NFL.
Right.
Right.
So, you know, for a long time, the teams in each side didn't play each other much, even when they merged initially. So that's what made the Super Bowl such a big deal was, you know, you're getting the best team from the one.
Well, and you got to remember when Joe Namath won in '69,
it was massive.
The NFL was the old guard, and like who are these upstart AFL guys? They got no shot at being on the same field with us.
Guaranteed.
And he guarantees a win.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, the Eagles haven't lost to the Steelers since 1965.
In Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia,
Oh,
yeah.
Philly? Ooh.
You didn't believe that?
That's a pretty long home winning streak.
And like, look, we were talking to the sports book. Consigliere Dave Sharapan. That's a big number for the Eagles, but guess what? I feel it, man.
Oh, I definitely feel it. I mean,
right?
they're coming. This is going to be their second away game in a row. Okay,
for Pittsburgh.
Their
offensive line
we're
is
on a
trash.
bye. We were coming off a bye.
Did I mention their O line is trash?
Yeah, I mean, they're
Pickett's thrown
I
2
think they're in trouble.
TDs, 7 interceptions. His passer rating is 66.7. So this team, the Eagles, you know, their turnover ratio, they're going to just build on it.
And guess what? They just got Robert Quinn.
That's what I was going to just say.
Only the Phillies in the World Series could push an hour and 8 minutes into the locker room.
Right?
We were talking about
right.
We were talking about we needed someone from on the end. Like remember last week we were just saying if we could.
Yeah, we were going back and forth. Like, what do you want?
We
what
wanted
do you
a
need?
corner or a safety, and we were saying no, we need someone that's going to rush on the end. Boom, they get it.
So it's so funny because just what let me echo what Josh just said. On any other time, this getting credit would be like like Howie Rose. They're not even talking about it. It was an afterthought.
Yep.
The Philadelphia Phillies have consumed us with this run, the Cinderella run.
And they should. This is the World Series. This is it. This is their timing.
You know, guys, look, Bryce Harper, I was wishy-washy on I asked my daughter, who's your favorite player?
Mm-hmm.
She said Hoskins. And I never really had like a favorite player.
That's how you know she's under 12 years old.
She's 7. Ready for this? Bryce Harper's my favorite player. How could you not like Bryce Harper?
He's definitely mine.
Guys, unbelievable.
I think he's changed the whole culture of the team.
Yes. It's almost like he's willing this team to win.
Yeah.
Sorry, only a individual under the age of 12 will say Hoskins is their favorite player.
I know, right? But the Eagles, they rank first in the turnover differential. Right now, they're a plus 12.
So give it to me, guys. You keep skirting the issue. How do you feel about Robert Quinn on the Eagles now?
Well, I saw some of his highlights. I got to be honest with you. I haven't watched too much of him because he's with Chicago, and I know he's been getting double teamed a lot. So his stats, like he's only got one sack.
Compared to like 18, didn't he have like 18?
He had 18 and a half sacks last
pro,
year.
yeah.
It's a different defense for Chicago this year, but he has been the most double teamed player in the NFL this year.
Yeah. Right. So I think, look, Howie Roseman and Mike Gill sent me a text Friday, and I said, Mike, and Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, Carlin, I've been saying that I've been singing Howie Roseman's praises.
Yeah,
I mean,
me
look,
too.
I know I was critical of him 2 years ago, but I got to call a spade a spade. I call balls and strikes. He went over and above what I expected out of him with his offseason acquisitions, and now what he just did with Quinn.
With this team, we were always talking offense. How are they going to stop it? We have receivers. We have a tight end. We have the quarterback. We have a running back. Guess what? Now you'd say the same thing about the defense.
Right.
Can we run on this team? No. Can we pass on this team? No. I mean, he's really put together
Guys,
a team.
This is shades of 1980. We're gonna have the if the Eagles can continue, God forbid, I don't want to.
Well, they don't say it.
I don't even want to say it, but
get to the point.
If they can stay healthy, let's put it that way. If they can stay healthy,
good.
I don't see anybody we looked at the schedule last week, Carlin. There's nobody on there. Name one quarterback that even Aaron Rodgers on the schedule. Name one quarterback that scares you.
The end of the year, Dallas.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I'll take that. Because, hey, would you? Oh no, I'm not gonna say. You guys all get mad at me when I say it. Like you go into the. Would you rather go into the playoffs undefeated or a loss or two?
A loss.
You want to feel that loss?
Guess what?
I'm like Josh.
Bull crap. I want to win. I want to go in undefeated.
I'm a big believer in that. Sometimes getting a loss will humble you to refocus.
Wakes you back up.
I get that, but I want this team to go undefeated.
That's because you're selfish.
Yeah, I'm a little selfish. Could you imagine that story?
But no one on this schedule.
Could you imagine that story if they go undefeated?
Yeah, and they'll be like the Patriots and they'll lose in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they could though.
All right, so if this team goes undefeated and then they lose in the playoffs, would you like
all this talk and we lose tomorrow to Pittsburgh? Can you
we focus on the positive
here? Your tongue, will you, Carly?
It's not going to happen. Right. It's not going to happen.
Second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. I can't wait to get to yesterday's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm
like going
so
home.
pumped up to see Chuck and the rest of the crew down there. The enthusiasm is it's going to be off the hook, especially if the Phillies win tonight. Yesterday's is going to be going off tonight and tomorrow.
People sleeping in the cars tonight. They don't go home, so they get the first seats at the bar tomorrow. They'll be on the door at 10 o'clock. Open up.
I make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay's award-winning private golf club. We are greeted by name. It's over the 3-hour and 58-minute round. They've got a lot of new renovations down there. They got that outdoor patio overlooking the first tee with the fire pits. They got a great new sound system. Listen, they specialize in weddings. So they have that award-winning culinary banquet staff. They can customize your menus. They seat up to 275 people. So book now for a wedding in 2023. Go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Somers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, when you get down there, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston for me. Hey, the locker room at Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. During the Eagles season on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. By the way, my brother went there the other day. He said the hoagie was packed. He said
for $5.
For $5. Dave and Joe Newman do a great job. All right. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. And I want to remind people, we had Tara Scioli in here for the Tara Happy Boxes. You can get in touch with Tara. Tara's Happy Boxes at gmail.com or Facebook page. They got a Facebook page, Tara's Happy Boxes, and they're looking for donations, and it's a good charity to get yourself involved in. All right, when we return, we'll continue more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the 2022 season tomorrow at the Link, hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He lets it fly. It's intercepted by Slay. Second pick of the game.
Pre-game coverage starts at noon with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Health reporter Robin Stoloff here to tell you about Dr. Fabio Orozco and his team at Orozco Orthopedics. I've known Dr. Orozco for more than 12 years. He has helped thousands of patients get back to their lives through state-of-the-art robotic hip and knee replacement procedures. And I've interviewed many of them who cannot say enough about him. He's even helped me relieve pain and improve mobility in my knees. Learn more at orozcoortho.com. Offices in Linwood, Manahawkin, and Hamilton. Orozco Orthopedics. Live limitless.
We're looking for one spooky spokesperson to promote One Dime Down at Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City. You first. Okay. Nope. Next, please.
It's a dime. It's a dime. Every vehicle, one dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
Dramatic, but true. Next.
Here's my dime. All new Outlanders with third row seating, one dime down.
If you bring home $350 a week, you got up to $25,000 in credit. Next.
Don't go into the light, the gas light. New Mitsubishis get 43 miles per gallon.
Yeah, and acres of vehicles in stock now at the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
This dealership is clean.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dime down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield, New Jersey's #1 Volkswagen dealership. Tom McMenamin is good friends of the show. He loves being down at yesterday's Creekside Tavern. We'll be there from 10 a.m. to 12 noon tomorrow for the Eagles pregame show.
Giveaways. We're gonna have a couple shirts.
Couple shirts to give away tomorrow.
Drink
specials. We have a following now, don't we?
We have a following.
We have a following. They follow us to the pool.
Yes, they
did. We had who we have last week came out.
Well, we have Colleen and Frank that follow us. Yeah. We have Lori and Mike that follow us.
Jim and Colleen.
Jim and Colleen.
Yeah, I mean we're
good amount. See what winning does, Carlin.
Yeah. And the people that came to the pool when we're giving away those tickets,
right?
Those people are loving it.
It's unbelievable.
Loving it. And they're all saying, "Oh, you're in yesterday's? Oh, we'll go over and see
you. We'll come see you over there."
So it's working out.
I think one thing, and Josh, I Mr. Encyclopedia, I think this stat, and I like stats, but I think this is a telling stat is the fact that the Eagles rank second in the league in opponent 3-and-out percentage. You get off the field. Get them off the field, Carlin.
Yeah, get them off the field.
Right,
as fast as you can,
and that helps.
Good things happen
because if your offense, if you're winning the time of possession battle, you're keeping your defense fresh. It's all positive, man.
And when you have an offense like we have, no one wants to come off the field on offense. No one gets tired. You never see wide receivers around.
Just like the Phillies offense. Like I don't know. There's something about they were down 5-0, and I said to my brother, I just texted him. I said it's early. It's still only the third inning.
Yeah.
And for them to come back and get those 3 runs in the top of the fourth, because I clicked over to the Sixers. And that was it. Never went back after that. Maxey went nuts. Apparently had a big game.
41
points. Yeah. No one knows it. It's like if a tree falls in the woods. Like
who hears it?
Who hears it?
I knew you were going to say that.
We got the Phillies. This is great.
God, we got
you got
Phillies.
The pep rally bus all over the place. I mean, I go to school. I'm a substitute at Audubon. All the kids are walking around with Phillies gear on. Teachers, everybody.
Well, we won. Josh, did you hear that we were the number one? It was Fantastics. The people that sell the clothing.
Oh,
we beat the Cubs.
Yes, the Cubs.
Yeah, Mike Gill put the article. The Phillies have the most. Basically, merchandise.
Yeah.
They're buying the most merchandise. Yeah.
First time the Eagles are 6-0, or excuse me, the Philadelphia Eagles are 6-0 for the third time in team history. First time was in 1981, and that was Dick Vermeil's team with Jaws, and they finished, I think, 10-6. How do you win 7 games and then go 10-6 or 6 games?
And the scary part is there's guys on this team that really haven't had a great year yet.
No.
Like I'm still waiting for Davis to go nuts. Jordan Davis. There's guys that are on this team that it's still, to them, it's early in the season, and they're just going to get better and better and better.
Now, Hassan Reddick leads the team in sacks. He's right. So everybody.
That's why we brought him.
So Dombrowski brings in Schwarber, Castellanos, right? 2 big cods, right? They get Bryson Stott up in the younger people. He's getting contribution from everybody. Howie Roseman brings in Reddick, and he's contributing.
Yeah, that's good GM.
Right? Bradbury, this is great.
We got. You know what? It'd be smart for the Eagles right now. You sign Bradbury right now to an extension,
Josh.
A new contract right now.
Let me ask you this, Josh. What's going to happen? Jalen Hurts continues to be on the track that he's on. He's going to want more money. He's going to want a lot of it. Look at. I mean, if you got Murray out there.
Go?
What's that?
Does he have a year to go in his
contract?
contract?
He has 1 more year.
He's not contract eligible yet, though.
Good.
No, but I'm saying, though, wouldn't they have if they go like 13?
But Billy brings up a good point, Mike, because Howie has a history of re-signing guys before they hit the market. The problem is the quarterback position is the most complicated thing because, I mean, you talk about who gets how much guaranteed money. Like, for example, Russell Wilson can make more money than Deshaun Watson if he hits all of his guaranteed markers.
But he's not the way he's playing.
But Deshaun Watson has more guaranteed money up front. But Kyler Murray can also make more money than Deshaun Watson, but he's got to hit certain incentives. So, Jalen Hurts, how do you sign a guy like him when you look at the market and see what other quarterbacks get? It's an excellent point, Billy.
Kyler Murray, I mean, look at all the money he has. I'd rather have Jalen Hurts any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Hold on, guys. Are you going to tell me that the people that are around Murray and the people that are around Hurts are the same?
Still, he's got to perform, Mike.
You can only perform with what you have. You can perform with what you have. I'm trust me, I'm a huge Hurts fan. Don't get me wrong.
Well, you need to have pieces.
But he's got a lot of pieces around him to make himself look good.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
We live in a world where people overvalue the quarterback because Billy just mentioned Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson are neither of them living up to their contracts, right? But they got the money based on potential. They didn't get the money based on what's actually happening on the field. And the problem is that, you know, in today's NFL, Kirk Cousins will get $87 million guaranteed just for showing up each week. So if that's what the market calls for, and Jalen is going to get something.
He's gonna have a big
it might not be the biggest contract in the league. It might not be Pat Mahomes' contract, but the Eagles have to pay him something because guess what? I don't think Jalen is going to go to the Eagles and demand money, but I think Jalen is going to say, if Kyler Murray got this much money, what am I worth?
Look at Deshaun Watson. I mean, he's cut right out of the same mold, right? Wouldn't you say?
They have the same quarterback coach.
Yeah. I mean,
the guy who
Carlin,
trains Deshaun Watson trains Jalen.
Somebody's going to, I mean, there's not enough. Is there going to be enough money to go around to keep all these players? I mean, Howie Roseman did a great job getting them in. Now the trick is going to be keeping them.
This sounds all great, but if Josh is, and 9 out of 10 times, Josh is right. If we do everything we have to do,
he's right 9 out of
just
10 times.
once every once in a while he's wrong once.
That's a little aggressive.
Okay, but my point is, if we have to keep him, which I want to keep him,
it's all right.
Get ready that you're going to lose some people. Because of that, you're going to lose some people.
The Eagles are in the 5th ranked passing defense, giving up 188 yards, and second fewest passing yards per attempt at 4.9. So this defense is hungry. They're playing what they say downhill.
They're going to come after them tomorrow,
right?
Pickens, he won't know what hit him.
I think the Eagles
are going to confuse
because
him.
of the Phillies. I think the Eagles, if they get an opportunity, they're going to run it up.
I think that tomorrow.
Because they want to remember, this is a business. They want the headlines.
Oh yeah,
and don't think for 1 minute that Sirianni was told if you can make it a lopsided. I just think maybe it hasn't been discussed, not in so many words, but you know that's what.
I don't think it's been discussed, but I do think that the Eagles are. I think the coaches and players are aware of the vibe in the city, and they want to ride the wave.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that I got a feeling, I got a strong feeling.
I got a feeling.
That
see, you took him out. Now you after that, you can't even think about it.
Now you have black eye. I got black eyed peas in the brain. No, I got a feeling tomorrow will be one of the loudest regular season games.
Yeah, I think so.
In Lincoln Financial Field history, because I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be extra lubricated because they're going to be up tonight watching the Phillies game. They're going to be tailgating at the game, and I think that as soon as that first 3 and out happens with that defense, it's going to go decibel crazy.
It's going to be nuts. All right. The second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. They've got that new pro shop that they remodeled, and they've got new apparel lines, including Fairway and Green, Stitch, Johnny O, Doc Murphy. So if you want to get your golf wardrobe together, you need to go over to the Great Bay Country Club. Of course, they're now accepting social memberships starting at $25 a month. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, Radio, Ron Ralston, Ryan Owen, Kevin Kelly, and the rest of the gang. They make it like it's a home. It's like you're home away from home.
Yeah, feel very comfortable there.
All right. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line. Located minutes from downtown Philadelphia, they offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations. Invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the mainline, also leads the nation's certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not ended at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennick, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Red October continues on 97.3 ESPN. Listen to the Phillies and Houston Astros in the World Series on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Wheeler another strikeout.
It's Phillies Astros. Game 2 tonight. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again and again. Calling again and again.
Hey, Dan Grimaldi, Patsy Parisi from The Sopranos. If you have an insurance claim, call the insurance doctor. I did, and he rescued me from a disaster. Got me more money than I ever expected. So when you get an insurance claim, you call the insurance doctor. 856-874-8377 or insurancedoctorllc.com. If you don't, this will be the last face you see, and it won't be cinematic. Call the insurance doctor.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or Red'sJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
Health reporter Robin Stoloff here to tell you about Dr. Fabio Orozco and his team at Orozco Orthopedics. I've known Dr. Orozco for more than 12 years. He has helped thousands of patients get back to their lives through state-of-the-art robotic hip and knee replacement procedures. And I've interviewed many of them who cannot say enough about him. He's even helped me relieve pain and improve mobility in my knees. Learn more at OrozcoOrtho.com. Offices in Linwood, Manahawkin, and Hamilton. Orozco Orthopedics. Live limitless.
If you work remote, Staples has you covered.
Stylish office decor to turn my finished basement into a complete workspace solution.
Staples has you covered.
A desk that's all business, but not too businessy.
Staples has you covered with remote workspace solutions. And now at Staples, save 25% on all desks, storage and filing products, chair mats, lighting, decor, and desk accessories when you buy a chair. Explore solutions for your remote workspace at Staples. The working and learning store ends 10/29. In-store only, exclusions apply.
Pete from Chicky and Pete's, your only destination for great sports, food, and of course, world-famous crab fries. Dine in for limited time fall specials like our garlic truffle burger and our smoked apple cider margarita. Chickies and Pete's is a proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Chickies and Pete's.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennick, right here on 97.3 ESPN. Carlin sporting his red shirt, his Phillies hat. I got my Phillies gear on with my poster. Josh has got his Eagles green on, and this whole area's a buzz. And why not? The Philadelphia Phillies pulled off a miracle win last night and a big comeback. And
Huge comeback.
Throughout this whole playoff run, we've been talking with Tommy Greene. We're going to keep the mojo going. Let's go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Sports Performance Club. Call 609-788-4661 or visit gsfitness.com for your free assessment. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in former Philadelphia Phillies pitcher and a great guy, Tommy Greene. Good morning, Tita Greene.
Hey, good morning, Billy. Good to be on with you guys.
Tommy, man, are you kidding me? I mean, seriously, Tommy. I mean, I was on the edge. Like, I was like sitting down, like, oh man, it just like we got behind so quickly. I didn't in my bowels of my being, I didn't think we were out of it. And then for the Phillies to come back and get those 3 runs in the top of the fourth, I thought was just huge.
There's no question about that. I mean, where I was at last night, I had a function to do, and I told these guys, that were there. I said, if they can peck away right here and get some, and when they scored the 3, I said, we're gonna win this thing. If we can hold them right there, which we did, they gave us a chance to do it. Yeah. So I mean, they gave us the opportunity to inch back in it, and the Phillies did what they've been doing all playoffs. Taking advantage of that situation.
I think the word is resilient that we're looking for, because that's a great word to describe this bunch of guys. Tommy, what's it like? You're in the dugout and you get down by the other team puts up a crooked number, and you're like, is there any worry? Is there like you're in the playoffs, you're deep, you're in the World Series, game 1. I looked at Robbie Thompson, right? You're away. I looked at Robbie Thompson's face, and just looking at his face, his expression, I felt confident, even though we were down 5-0.
Well, I mean, it's like I said last night to the people I was with. I said, it's not over until the last out's made, because anything can happen. I've been involved in games that, in the World Series that, we were way up, and it happened to us, in game 4 in 93 like that. It's never say die. You're never out of it. It's all about keep pecking away and having good ABs, not giving at-bats away, and hopefully keeping status quo with them, not letting them get an extra run that could be the difference in the ball game. And that's exactly what they did last night. That's their attitude. They never feel, you get that feeling from them, and they never feel like they're out of a ball game, no matter what situation they're in.
Tommy, what do you think of Aaron Nola's performance last night? What do if you can break down what you thought, either what was his problem, maybe location? It didn't seem like his changeup was effective last night.
Well, I mean, you can always nitpick a start and whatever you want to do. But bottom line, you got to give a little bit of credit to the hitters and stuff, to the other team. Is battling, making him throw the pitches that he's throwing, and then taking advantage of a pitch that catches too much into the dish, like like Tucker did his couple at bats. The first home run he hit, was a breaking ball that got down and in to a lefty, and that's a zone that you really don't. You either want to be in with it, off the plate in, or down with it. And he missed in a place that it's not a good place for left-handers, and you have to tip your hat to him. He didn't miss it. He put the barrel on it, and playing in that type of ballpark, it doesn't take a lot for it to go out to right field. So, even though he hit that ball pretty decent, it would have went out probably in other ballparks too. He hit that ball pretty good. But the other ball he hit, I didn't think he hit that good. I thought it was a pop up to right center, and it just kept going. It's that type of thing. Then he can do the role reversal. The same thing with JT in the 10th. Did he hit that ball good enough, to go out in other ballparks? I don't think it maybe would have been out of ours. I'm not positive about that because of our high wall and stuff like that. But that's part of baseball, and playing in ballparks like that and taking advantage of that. So they got 2 short porches in right and 1 in left. So I mean, you have to be careful you can't be careful. You got to throw quality pitches. You can't be scared to come in like Nola did. It's just you have to. When you miss, you want to miss in. You don't want to miss over the plate.
Tommy, it's Michael. Were you a little surprised when they pulled Nola, or did you see that coming? Because I thought he was actually getting a little stronger at the end. I thought he could go another inning or 2.
Yeah, there's a possibility, but it's all about pushing the right buttons, and the buttons that Rob's been pushing, man, they're golden right now.
Right. Yeah.
So it's he felt like it was a situation when he did pull it, when he pulled the trigger on it, they were back in the ball game, and it's all about giving us a chance to win that ball game. And he pushed that button to put his guy in there. What he felt like could hold and stop the damage and get them through and give them opportunity to try to break through, which they did finally in the extra inning in the 10th.
We're going on the mound with Tommy Greene through this whole playoff run. It's been such a fun ride. Brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Tommy, during the week, Robbie Thompson was quoted as saying that he went around and talked to all the players. Like, what's that say to you? Signal to you that when a manager talks, I guess it was about the batting order. He was thinking about moving Harper up, but what's it say to you when a manager actually goes to the players and asks them for their input?
Well, I mean, I like that stuff because, they're a unit. It's not just one guy trying to win a ball game. That's the whole team trying to win a ball game. Coaches, players, whoever's there with them, they're trying to do that. And any input, that you can get from people to try to come to a solution to things, what he's, trying to do, whatever he's going to write down on that paper, is a good thing to do. Is get all the info you need, and whether you make the change or you stay status quo the way things are going, and that's a positive thing. If you ask me, that's communication, and I think you got to have communication with your players and that open door policy, and I mean that's the way things. It needs to happen to have a team and a good clubhouse to you feel like you can communicate. You're not, singling yourself out and keeping yourself away from your players, feeling that you can't talk to somebody. I think Rob is that type of guy where he's got that policy where you can, you feel you're more than welcome to come and talk when you want to. And he feels like he can do the same to his guys. And I think that's what makes him so good right now.
Tommy, it's Michael again. With last night's loss, it's a long season. So, teams are, I don't want to say you get used to losing, but I would imagine as a Philly player, you went to bed last night and you got a good night's sleep.
Right.
Some losses are tough losses. If you're Houston, you're playing at home.
Yeah, that was a tough loss.
Game one, a lot of momentum on your side. You're the best team in football.
Win
right.
Team.
Sometimes you don't get a good night's sleep, and that could linger into today's game. It could get into your head, or they that good throughout the year that they're professionals where they can be like, hey, move on from this game. Let's just get right into the next game.
Well, I mean, work? It's not. Yeah, it's not a perfect game, and you're not going to be perfect and win 162 ball games in a year. It's a game of failure for the most part. Some teams have better years than others and put together those 100-win seasons and do that. But how many other games did they lose? They win 100, they lose 62. That's a lot of losses too. So, it's part of the game to fail. And it's all about what you learn from it and move forward. You take what you need from it, what was the downfalls, and you try to not to make the same mistakes over again. But it couldn't. It's not necessarily mistakes. Sometimes you have to tip your hat to the other team about, hey, they played a great ball game. They did what they needed to win. They made great defensive plays. They put the bat on the ball when they needed to. And it's not just because it might have been it might not have been a pitch right down the middle. It could have been a quality pitch. But you can always say, oh, it wasn't that good of a pitch. Well, it was a quality pitch. You got to give some credit to the hitter to put bat on the ball too, because that's that type of game. You're going to fail sometimes, and you know that coming in, but you're out there to compete every day in and day out. And tomorrow's a new day. If it doesn't work out today, you got a chance to do some positive things the next day and move forward from that. And then it's like being a quality reliever. You're only as good as your last your last outing. And if you had a rough outing, you got to brush that aside. And you might have threw a slider that didn't quite slide enough or go down enough, and the guy took advantage of it. But that don't mean you go out there and not throw a slider again and then pitch. You're looking to throw a quality slider like you did before, like you've done before. You have to try to think about the positive things in your approach and try to repeat. You can't pitch scared and you can't play scared.
We're talking with Tommy Greene every Saturday on the Mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Tommy, Wheeler against the Valdez tonight. Valdez, he's like 18 wins, he's sub-3 ERA. But I like Wheeler tonight. What do you expect from Wheeler tonight?
Well, it's hard not to. Those two quality pitchers right there were great stuff. Two different types, types of pitcher a little bit. With Valdez, obviously he throws pretty hard too, but he's got great movement and really noted for his breaking ball too, being the type of breaking ball he's got. And he throws hard. So, it's going to be a tough outing for our guys. And it's all about taking advantage, like we talked about, of those pitches that he misses in the zone and not fouling them off. You look to foul off the nasty pitches, that are on the corners and stuff like that. Pitchers' pitches to live to get another pitch. Hopefully that he gets over the plate a little bit more. But, that's the game of baseball. So I'm expecting the quality effort like we receive. I know we're going to see the effort from both guys, with Wheeler. They got to go out there and try to get on track like they've done before in the previous games. Get through that first inning, the first batter, get the butterflies out a little bit because you're going to have them. It's the World Series. It's a Major League Baseball game, And I think a pitcher that says he's not got a little bit of that going on or a little anxious, there's something wrong with it, a little bit, because you're going to have a little bit. But once you throw that first strike and you get out there, everything sort of reverts, to what you've done most of your life is get out there and throw a baseball and try to make quality pitches with the stuff they have. Every day's a little bit different. You're going to have to make adjustments during the course of the game. And, and that's the way it's going to go. We're going to see quality efforts and quality pitching tonight. And, and hopefully we can take it.
A run, and we got you for a couple extra weeks throughout the playoffs. And we love your insight. And let's go Phillies. I know we'll have you obviously for one more Saturday. And hopefully we'll be talking about a World Series championship.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? It's good. It's fun watching them play like that. And it's fun. It's fun being around the fans too, like I was last night, and seeing their reactions to things like that. It's all good. It's all to see them have fun too.
All right, Tommy Greene, we really appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Saturday.
Hey, you got it, pal.
There he is, Tommy Greene on the Maserati, the Main Line Sports Hotline on the Mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Call 609-788-4661 or visit gsfitness.com for your free assessment. The second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. For more information on all the great things that are going on down at Great Bay, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club. It's always a great day at Great Bay. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia, South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning, and the intern Andrew in here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, Big Ten powerhouses collide as the second-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes take on the 13th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. As C.J. Stroud and the Buckeyes face a tough road test against Sean Clifford and the Nittany Lions. It's number 2 Ohio State and number 13 Penn State. If it's NCAA football, it's right here.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at noon.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
We're looking for one spooky spokesperson to promote One Dime Down at Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City. You first. Okay. Nope. Next, please.
It's a dime. It's a dime. Every vehicle, one dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
Dramatic, but true. Next.
Here's my dime. All new Outlanders with third row seating, one dime down.
If you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit. Next.
Don't go into the light, the gas slide. New Mitsubishis get 43 miles per gallon.
Yeah, and acres of vehicles in stock now at the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
This dealership is clean.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dime down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax titles and qualified buyers.
Ooh, Halloween, the season for goblins, witches, and scary good fun. But Walgreens knows it's also the doorbell never stops season, and we can't run out of candy season. So let Walgreens fill your Halloween bowl fast with pickup in as little as 30 minutes and delivery in as little as 1 hour. Because if it's needed in a poof season, it's Walgreens season.
This week, buy one, get one free snack and fun-sized candy bags. Of equal or lesser price. Offer valid through 10/29 while supplies last. Restrictions apply. See Walgreens.com for details.
When it comes to wings in the Delaware Valley, nobody beats the Piccalilli Inn. Whether it's South Jersey's best wings, tails, or ears, let them know you're sauce champion. All 10 delectable flavors are going head-to-head to battle for number one. When it's game day, you just gotta head to the Pick. Visit them on Facebook or at Piccalilli.com for their Pick game specials. And be sure to pre-order to guarantee your spot in Sunday's lineup. Nobody beats the Piccalilli Inn. Visit the one, the only, the original Piccalilli Inn, Route 206 in Chemong.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, broadcasting live for the Times River Auto Group studio in Northfield. I want to remind people the Locker Room and Blitzes want to discount your Eagles game day. Don't forget, during the Eagles season on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the Locker Room. Get down to Blitzes all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitzes now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give a call at 609-399-9983. And I want to remind people we had Tara Scioli in here. I want to hook up with a good charity, Tara's Happy Boxes. You can get in touch with her, tarashappyboxes.com, or excuse me, tarashappyboxes@gmail.com, or Tara, you can find her on Facebook, Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses on Facebook. And they're looking for businesses, the people that donate.
They were beautiful.
They were, right?
I mean,
And
that
just,
purse that she had.
Look, I know my sister's
custom made.
My sister's battling cancer right now, and it's
Mm.
scary.
Yeah.
And if someone can lighten the load and put a smile on somebody's face, especially a child,
Especially a kid.
that's just
Right.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
So Tara's doing a wonderful work. Tara Scioli and her husband Jimmy. It's tarashappyboxes@gmail.com. All right, Carlin, tomorrow, man, we're at yesterday's Treeside Tavern.
Get a good night's sleep.
Get a good
as soon as
night's
that
sleep,
game's
'cause
over
you
tonight,
know,
you go to sleep.
Like, do you think the Phillies win tonight?
I do. Why am I
Do
going
you
to
really?
give you a score right now?
Yeah, give me a score.
4-2.
4-2?
4-2. I think
So,
both
dude,
pitchers
how,
are going to be
how much you get out of Wheeler?
7 innings.
Really?
Yep.
All right, I can see
7
that. I
innings.
just think the Phillies bats are like this team is built. Look at the offense. Aren't
Yeah.
you think like you look at
No
you
one-
look at Astros? Want to look at the Phillies?
I'm looking at scores game after game, 5 runs, 6 runs, 7 runs. I mean, they're scoring. So I think tonight's they're going up a really, really both pitching staffs are perfect for tonight. That's why I think it's even 4-2.
And so for me, it's almost like too good to be true. You go down to Houston, a 106 win team. You steal game one. You punch them in the mouth, basically.
Yeah.
With that win last night, like you said, like they're not sleeping
They're
well.
tossing and turning
They're tossing and
last
turning
night.
because the pressure's on. Like Tommy said, hey, it's a long season, but this is
This is the
this
World
is
Series.
in the World Series. There is
Yeah.
no tomorrow.
Right.
It's right.
You're not playing in Chicago on a Friday night. You lost
Right.
and then playing the next day. Say this is
Like
the
you're
World
not hitting
Series.
the clicker. It was 5-0. I didn't change the
And in
channel.
the
I
back of
stayed
your
with
mind, you're thinking, do we want to go to Philly down 0-2? I
Right.
mean, they're tossing and turning right now.
Right.
That game one was huge.
I don't want to be negative, Nanny. I usually leave that for Josh.
Wow. Shots fired.
I want the Phillies to win, but I just
Right.
can't. I just think
Can't see
they're
it.
going to split. what do you think, Josh?
Listen, Billy, you and I are in simpatico here because I just think that the Astros, you don't go undefeated before yesterday in the postseason by accident.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, everyone loses a game or two here or there. Like the Phillies had that 3-0 loss to the Braves, right? In their round. You know, it's not like the Phillies were undefeated in the postseason. So I just feel like Houston will find a way to win this game. But to me, it'll be after Wheeler leaves the game.
I think the Phillies.
I think the bullpen is what does it.
So give me a score, Josh. What do you think? And don't worry, I'm always going to be mad at you because they got it. They're not going to sweep.
I think Wheeler goes like 6-7 innings and only gives up a run or two.
Yeah.
But then the bullpen gives up like 3 runs, and they end up losing like 5-3 or something like that.
I think that. Yeah, I think you get 6 out of Wheeler. It's going to be Valdez. He's no slouch, obviously. So it's going to be a pitching duel, and then once the bullpens come in, I think that's where the Astros get the advantage. Maybe like I want to say like 6-3. All right, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Phillies didn't score at all. Because remember, it's feast or famine with this team. They go nuts and then they don't score.
Well, the other thing is Valdez is a lefty.
Yeah,
and remember, Harper, Schwarber, Marsh. There's a good amount of lefties in this lineup, and I'm curious to see, do they bench Marsh today for Vierling to play center because it's a lefty, or do they keep him in there?
How did Melvin Padres? How did not put Hader in against?
I think Kyle goes yard tonight too.
Yeah, I think he does too.
He's ready. He's due.
Wow, man! Chance is 2 hours of radio. Isn't it?
See you guys tomorrow at yesterday's.
Yeah, yesterday's Creekside Tavern will be broadcasted live from yesterday's from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and then of course we'll get you set for Eagles football. You can listen to all the action right here on 97.3 with Mike and Merle with the call. And we'll be there. I'll stay for the whole game for an Eagles victory.
It's hard to leave now.
Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I want to thank Tommy Greene, and, of course, the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, Josh Henning. An extra thank you to you for making it in today. Carlin, a great job as always. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's go Phillies.
Let's go
and
Phils.
Let's go Birds. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, fighting Phils tomorrow at yesterday's.
Red October continues on 97.3 ESPN. Listen to the Phillies and Houston Astros in the World Series on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Wheeler another strikeout.
It's Phillies Astros. Game 2 tonight. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.